Welcome to Movie Summary. Today I am going to summarize the movie from 2011, called The Resident. Spoiler alert. Watch, enjoy, and subscribe. Juliet is a surgeon, and moved to New York to be with her boyfriend, but he cheated on her, so she is looking for an apartment. After going through few apartment hunts, she gets call from someone for the apartment, which turns out to be the best apartment, with beautiful views. She meets handsome landlord, and his grandfather who seems to be bogan and creepy. At night, she hears weird noise, and feels that someone is watching her through the mirror. Next day, she receives welcome to the apartment gift from landlord's grandfather, so she goes to thank him for that, but gets scared by the old man. Few days later, she meets her handsome landlord at the art gallery party. Her friend thinks he is hot. She asks her landlord to walk her to the apartment, so on the way, they talk normally. When they got to the apartment, she tries to kiss him, but he thinks it is not a good idea, so she goes into her apartment. Later at night, someone is watching her from ventilation hole. All of a sudden, vibration from train passing by, drops the glass of wine. Next day, her landlord asked her to have dinner with him, to make up for the other night, when they almost kissed. They get romantic, and she is about to go to bed with him. But wait, there is a twist in the story. Her landlord saw her in the hospital for the first time, and he found the flyer about her looking for an apartment. So he took one, and called her for the apartment, and gave her the apartment, without even doing any background check. He stalked her to the art gallery, and met her at the gallery party. He walked her home, and she tried to kiss him, but he denied, said it is not a good idea, but later on, he looked at her through the bathroom ventilation hole, when she was having a bath, and hid under her bed, and waited until she fall asleep. We're back to the story, where they're about to get intimate. She says she is still not over her ex-boyfriend, and she can't do it this time, so he leaves, and cries in his secret room. Next day, he sees her getting back, with her ex-boyfriend, through she ventilation hole, and gets very upset. So he spikes her drinks, and does all kind of nasty things with her, when she was asleep. Next day, she wakes up late, and hungover. This happens a lot lately. So she decides to install security cameras in her apartment, but luckily landlord was not at home when technician was in her apartment. She again wakes up late, and hungover. This time, she decides to test her urine and blood, and finds out that she has been heavily drugged. She goes back to her apartment, and checks her security camera footage, and finds out that her landlord has been taking advantage of her while she was asleep. Next day, she confronts her landlord, and gets into the fight. After fighting for a while, she manages to kill her landlord, and leaves. The end.